You've probably heard the classic breakdown of a business. You've got to invest the time and money to get the work through marketing and sales. And then you also need to deliver a promise that was made during that process through your operations by delivering that service. And then you also need to manage the money, and that's the finance and the accounting department's responsibility. It sounds really clean, makes sense on paper, but the problem is it creates silos, and every single department operates independently, like they're little islands. And when money is treated as just the accounting department's job, something dangerous happens. The people actually making the decisions, the money decisions, they don't really realize that that's what they're doing. Here's a better way of thinking about it. Cash isn't a department. Cash is a thread woven through every part of your business. The accounting department or your back office, they record how the money moved, but the decisions that caused the money to move, those actually happened in marketing, sales, operations, and even in the administrative department, long before the paperwork made its way back to the office. Think about the company from the big picture, the panoramic view. The marketing and sales and admin, they all connect. And running through it all, there's 3 individual threads. You've got cash, the customer experience, and also the culture. You need money systems that are cohesive. You need money systems that are cohesive across the whole company, not just siloed inside one department. Now look at the organizational chart. This is pretty typical, where you've got the owner up at the top and the manager is overseeing sales, marketing, and operations. And where do you find finance? Yep, they're reporting directly to the owner, but they're just left kind of like on an island by themselves, and it's disconnected from the rest of the business. And when finance is isolated like this, money communication breaks down. The operational side of the business has no real relationship with the financial side, and that's where businesses get into trouble. And this is how it actually works. Even if you do keep the finance department where it reports directly to the owner, because it makes sense sometimes for the internal controls and privacy reasons that you want to keep that separately. But the conversations about money need to happen at the manager level and across every department. That's the key shift. The organizational chart can stay the same, but how money is talked about inside your business, it must change. Every team member in every department needs to understand how their decision affects the company cash flow. So when you get this right, everything clicks and your company starts to feel like everyone is rowing in the same direction. And so one of the key aspects is what I refer to as the 4 C's. And it is company, the overall health and direction of the company; the culture, how your team operates and communicates internally; customer, the experience that you deliver to all of your customers; and then also the cash, the fuel that makes it all possible. These are not 4 separate things. They are one interconnected system. And when your whole team understands it, that's when your business really starts to grow in a strong, healthy way. If this shifted how you think about money in your business, share it with someone who needs to hear it as well. And if you want to go deeper on building money systems that actually work across your whole company, please subscribe. There's a whole lot more where this came from.